How many sound guys does it take to change a light bulb?
How many?
None. They don't do lights.
That's good. I like that.
Good. I
one.
like that. I'll use that.
We're going to actually officially start the show.
Oh, I thought we did already.
Oh, didn't we do that?
We did, but
That's Patreon.
Okay. We need to rewind and repeat all the stuff we just talked about?
This is like a Mr. Miyagi thing we're doing?
Okay. Oh, there we go.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are here in the home, the world headquarters for the Riffs and
Rhythms Podcast.
My name is Kevin McLoughlin.
And I'm Paul
this is-
Robertson. Your
And-
Blues Brothers in Arms.
So
yeah, here we are. We're something, that's for sure.
Sound effects.
And we've got our guests back from last week, and we had to go ahead and announce them because they're fucking talking.
oh, sorry.
That's the best way to get
Is
front of the show.
That's to get the front of the show.
Is this thing on?
We have Hawk Levy. Hawk Levy.
Levy.
Maybe.
He's the sponsor of Levy Levies, protecting New Orleans against floods and bad heart players. And we also have Mr. Stevie B right here, everybody's favorite blues guitarist. If you have a band and you want to be a good blues band, all you got to do is play the same songs, but with Stevie B, and you have
You
arrived.
got it.
That happens.
It happens. Yeah.
Hey, Allman, we've got seats over there.
He
We'll just sit on the
charges
floor.
$1,400 a show. All you got to do is have him play your same songs, and you will instantly be a great
Oh,
blues
no.
band.
It's a different show. We're starting on the second set this show.
Oh.
Totally different show.
No, I'm talking about the shows that they hire Stevie for.
okay.
$1,400 a show. He will instantly turn their band into a great blues band.
Wait, you only start playing in the second set?
Yeah, we never start in the first set.
So
No, we
first-
don't let him start till the second set because we want to get the crowd on our side. But then he comes on and it's great.
Yeah, because usually by then we start in the second set because we have to pick Stevie up off the floor to play.
Yeah.
If it's before that.
Yeah. There you go.
Only that one night.
Only
How do you-
that one night.
one time, that's it.
How do you tell the harp
It
player
was
is
just that
hetero? He
one
starts with
time.
1, 2, 3, 4 instead of 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's actually a good one. I like that.
We're back to 4-4 again.
Yeah,
Back to
we are.
4-4.
We are back to 4-4. So how you guys been? It's been a week since we've seen
Man,
you.
it's been so long.
It's arduous. This whole week that goes between.
It's been great.
Truthfully, it just seems like yesterday.
So if you haven't tuned in already, we have two of the most preeminent blues performers in Florida as a whole
For our 99th episode.
for our 99th episode.
Love balloons.
And then we're doing a 99th episode to illustrate the fact that we should have some red balloons in here. I wanted to make an
I'm
80s
feeling a
reference,
little,
but-
Yeah,
it's a little
really,
lacking right now. It's kind of
We'll edit
I'm like
in
looking
post.
behind
We'll
me,
put it
looking
in,
for
yeah.
red balloons, and there's
Oh,
nothing
they
there.
got the Latin horns going on. I hear
We,
them
yeah,
in the back.
Latin horse.
you need some German sounding sound effects. There we go. Yeah.
Oh, I missed those.
Yeah, you got to put the headphones
Was it
on.
like Hitler screaming really loud? Or?
No, what the hell was that? Jesus, Devin?
This is
It's Italians. Some
Yes.
Italians were on that team, and some Italians were on our team.
Yeah.
So he.
we have officially lost control. of ourselves.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is
Send
it
your
like
hate
any of
mail
this, like
to
with the fists?
the Ghost and the Ox.
Welcome to the spam.
Did he say 9?
Oh, that reminds me of one of my favorite jokes.
I think he's talking
It
about.
reminds me of one of my
Rammstein.
favorite jokes.
Let's
I'd love
hear
to
the
hear it.
joke. We'd love to hear the joke.
All right, so I'm gonna use this joke in the first person, even though it doesn't apply to me in any way.
So you're absolving yourself of any
I have a friend.
racist.
So me and my
Connotations.
so I've been
My hand is on the censor button. How dirty is this?
it's so dirty you'll need to wash yourself after hearing this.
The button will be pressed so many times.
It's like an episode
Just
of
let
the
us go.
Osbourne.
So this has never happened to me, but I'm going to tell the joke as if it has.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So
There's your out.
my girlfriend is German. and we have a game that when we have sex, she calls out the rating of how well I'm doing. So the other night, we're having sex and she starts screaming, 9, 9, 9. It was the best rating I ever had.
Love it.
That's good.
I forgot to mention that I had turned her over before I started.
Oh.
All right.
Too many really bad things come to mind that I really don't want out there for eternity.
Okay, then shut up.
Just suffice for that,
Keep your mouth.
Whatever.
whatever.
You've done far more to embarrass yourself than be on this podcast.
Oh, I've done it
I
on
am
stage
sure.
in front of 150 people.
Yeah, even you said, like, what's a bad travel story? And I'm like, I don't think I have one.
I mean, we have 290 views in a year. Like, nobody is ever going to
Don't
watch
worry
when
about
this,
it.
but when it does hit after
that's
this show,
so promising.
No, I
but
guarantee
after
you,
this
you're
show-
on this episode. This is not going to be
after
big,
this show, it's going to get thousands, and then
what?
things are going to change, and the whole world it's going to go viral.
It's going to be like what happens when people are on Twitter. You say something then, and then you try to run for.
I remember
office.
back in the days when going viral was a bad thing. Like, nobody wanted to be with you when you were
COVID.
viral. All of a sudden, viral is what everybody wants. I can provide some virality.
Well, it's just the kind of variety.
All you got to do is not eat your vitamin C.
Get scurvy.
Yeah, that's a viral thing, right?
Is this Kevin's
Is
scurvy
scurvy-
coming out?
Is scurvy still a thing? I don't think, like,
No, I think, well, hopefully.
since like the 1800s. I
Yeah,
think it's been-
scurvy. Well, yeah.
I think I was helping a sailors.
They were like, eat fruit.
Yes.
Eat oranges.
You gotta have
It'd be
oranges.
good.
What did scurvy do? Didn't it, like, fuck with your bones?
Scurvy.
forgot what it does.
Scurvy is
Teeth fall
quite
out.
severe. It causes piracy.
Quite severe.
Hemorrhoids,
I heard that scurvy.
sunken
like you're a-
skull.
It's not the
Pirate,
lack
like-
of vitamin C that caused hemorrhoids on long cruise ships
yeah,
back in the 1700s.
yeah.
That is not what caused hemorrhoids.
Scurvy was related to
That
hemorrhoids.
was my. You mentioned pirate there, so I was kind of playing on the pirate because there was girl pirate, there was all boy pirates, but there was girl boy pirates.
No, there were not girl pirates, and here's how I know.
Pirates.
Oh, you.
Because pirates.
But
That sounds like that sounds like something that would put you on the spectrum in public school. Oh, don't put my kid with the regular kids. He's got pirates.
Fuck damn shit.
He'll steal shit that nobody thought
Yeah.
about.
Man,
can't say that.
so I think of the most horrible shit that just made me remind.
Oh, here we go. Is this a tail?
No.
Oh.
No, you see
Yeah,
that
let's
meme?
hear it.
Don't worry, I got my finger on the
It's
bleep.
Fess
the
up.
guy looking at he's looking at an Asian woman, and he goes, "What do you do?" And she goes, "I'm a pirate." He goes, "You're a pirate? You rob ships?" She goes, "No, I'm a pirate. I fry pranes."
Well, there goes that demographic.
And
So that means she cooks shrimp, right?
I just laughed. So
She fries
hard.
pranes.
She fries pranes.
Oh, she fries prawns. That would be a cook.
If she's Asian, yeah.
That is probably the funniest joke I've heard in decades.
It's so horrible,
You didn't laugh like it.
but it's so horrible. But you have to admit, that
Like,
it's funny.
start that from the beginning
Oh, yeah.
because I want to be able to retell this.
No,
We
actually,
need a clean take.
I'll send you the meme
Since you're on that,
because you can't really verbalize a meme and make it as good as it is. But
Oh, that was awesome. You
was
got me.
good.
You
That
had me
almost
hook, line, and
goes
sinker.
with
I was like this on that joke.
I made up a nice ad joke
that's
to that.
racist too. So
What's the
You can't be
Asian?
racist
What did the
against
Asians
fish.
from New Orleans say? Got flat scrimps. Scrimps. You know scrimps? He
Yeah.
gets it. The New Orleans scrimps.
No, the only person who
Fried
thought that was
scripts.
funny is the guy who's married to an Asian. I don't even
understand.
understand what you're saying.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Will you tell me again? Because I want to.
No,
I
I
wanna
went
get-
over your head. It's okay.
Clearly.
It's easy.
You can edit that out.
I can't help it. It's your show, so I can't tell you you're an easy target again.
What? Fair
Are we
enough.
gonna talk about
you know,
music or?
I know lots of shit, but there's
you
a
guys
whole
do here?
kinds of stuff I'm
I don't
naive
know.
about.
I don't know
great.
anymore.
I don't know.
I don't know
Who's the
anymore.
control?
You know, I
Who's
gotta-
running this episode?
I gotta say that
I'm in
these guys
control.
are they're doing a good job. Don't you
Okay,
think?
what do you want to talk about?
Who's that? Oh, that's
And
the
are
man
we supposed to
behind
see
the
me on
microphone.
We got the
screen,
ghost
or
on
is
the
it
ox
supposed to be
here.
black?
The man with the hole in an inappropriate place.
in his sweatshirt.
Mr. Devin
He still didn't get a new one
sweatshirt.
yet.
It depends on what you mean by inappropriate. If you mean by it's where it's supposed to be, it's very appropriate.
So now,
Where is it?
from
I
now
can't
on,
even
your
see.
name is Devin Oholio.
Oh, and he's wearing
No,
the
they call
same
me
shirt
Vitamin
as
D.
last week.
Vitamin D. Oh, Vitamin D.
That's awesome.
There you
So,
go.
Stevie, what kind of music you doing?
Flied.
Thank you, segue
Actually,
king.
that's a good segue because Mr. Stevie B is a sought-after, amazing guitar player. So how many hundreds of bands call you on a weekly basis to perform with you?
Please. No, I'm looking at a couple different things right now, so I will let you guys know in the next few weeks.
So
Where
I
I land.
remember very clearly being at the Martin County Fair, and you were playing with a band, and
How long ago was that?
that was like about 700 years ago.
Yeah.
And the
Maybe
singer's name was Yvonne.
120 years ago.
And you were like, this is not what I normally do.
I didn't say that. Wait.
Did you say that? Did you really say that?
He
Okay,
said
I'm
that-
not going to say whose gig I think it was, but
Just said Yvonne. It's on the.
I didn't say it.
He did.
I did. I
She
said it
did.
right out loud. But you
Okay.
were playing with them, and it wasn't your main band. But
No, it was.
you are the most sought after.
No, I'm not. 'Cause
Sideman as a
I've had more
guitarist.
gigs if I did.
Like everybody who calls you, like they can't get you because you're booked.
No, honestly, and the whole thing changed this year. So
So fill
I'm
us
actually
in.
no, I'm looking at a couple different things.
Like discuss,
and
like
I
announce
really don't
the
want to
dates that
name-
you're
I don't-
actually not booked on, so we can get you covered.
I'm not booked with the
So we're
exception
not
of
getting
what,
we're
the
not getting an
23rd?
exclusive out of
A
him.
few more coming up.
Well,
Yeah.
in August, the 23rd, we're at where?
We were at.
Honkies.
Where we're at. We did that
In
last
September.
week.
September. Where are you at in September?
I have nowhere
Okay.
at the moment.
All right, so let
I
me
don't have my calendar.
let me go
Right
ahead
down
and
there.
say this:
Anyhow.
if you are a blues band
No,
and you think you're a blues band, let Stevie come in and sit in and show you how far you need
No,
to
be-
go
better
before
yet,
you'll actually be considered a blues band.
there's a couple other things in play, so we'll see.
he's
But
picky.
You have done a lot of performances with Melinda Elena.
yes, 10 years almost.
That and you are part of the Legion of Steves.
Oh, that was from years
That was
ago.
years
That
ago,
was- yeah,
right?
that was years ago.
That's an old thing that doesn't exist anymore. Okay. So what else?
He's being coy.
Thank
He's
you,
holding.
though.
He's holding
Look,
back.
he
He's
did
holding
his
back
research. I have to give him that.
I know this
because he's
guy.
old as fuck. So he's been around as
No,
long
I've
as
known him
everyone
for
else.
7 years.
I can't
but,
believe he
he's
remembers
still
stuff,
doing
though.
research on me.
7 years. No, it's
20.
like more like 1700.
Well, I'm saying.
Well, we-
Stevie and I had the house band gig on the Mayflower.
No, we both went down on the Titanic.
Well, I don't. I thought her name was.
Whoa!
Oh, that was the big
Sorry.
one. Titanic. That was the big one.
I didn't mean went down. I mean, I said on the ship.
I thought her name
went
was
down on the ship.
Titania.
I just went to the Titanic Museum, so I'm looking at Titanic.
Okay.
Okay.
She was a little bit big, but that's rude.
It was good though.
That's all that matters.
There you go.
Oh man, sorry.
Sound effects. We're just hearing
guys
them,
are
like,
too funny.
in the background. Where's your? You can't hear yours. I can hear
Step
mine.
over here.
Just because you wear headphones, just so you can hear it, doesn't. It's not suggesting anything.
Yeah, no, I mean I can still hear it. It's
All
just
right. Good.
it's just funny when it comes.
So
That's good.
we left the last episode talking about some of the other things you guys do outside of music. So, well, Stevie, yours is a little bit associated with music, and then Hawk,
Yep.
you.
Are you willing to admit what you do for a living? Can we promote your
me?
employer?
I would love to.
Yes, let's do that. Go ahead.
I've been with George's Music for over 22 years. I run the online side, so georgesmusic.com. One of the greatest things I get to do is work with schools around the country and set up keyboard labs, ukulele labs, whatever the case may be. And it's really a lot of fun to get to do that.
So you work with music directors and set them up with the gear they need to teach the kids what they want to teach them.
Yep,
That's awesome.
Rewarding.
it's a lot of fun.
Way cool. And plus, you supply, the general population of musicians with the stuff that we need to get through the day.
You guys, especially.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's we still have the local aspect and to do the whole country as well.
Do you still have a lot of folks that pop into the shop here locally, or?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, we get our old customers. We've been in the area since I think 2002, so 23 years. We get new people who find us. So most of the time, we're able to make something happen. That's a great thing.
Very cool.
So before we move on, I want to switch over to the performance aspect of what is Stevie B. And one of the things that I have noticed with you as an audience member and as well as a person sharing the stage with you is that everybody talks about being in the zone, right?
Yeah.
So the thing that I know about you is that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and Stevie B is instantly in the depth of the zone. Like you're there. Like, how do you do that?
It depends, man. It's
Like you were in the depth of emotional creation of guitar greatness at the drop of a hat. No, I'm being absolutely serious.
you just listen, and honestly, it depends on the guys you're playing with.
It's all interaction.
Yeah, and you've
interaction.
actually contributed to my ability to do that. Like I'm standing on stage next to you. I'm
He's
like,
just doing what sound
how
guys
the
do. He's
hell
like,
do
use
you
your ears,
do that?
man.
How do you do
No,
that?
but-
And he's like, you just do.
No, but if the drummer sucks, you're not going to get as good a rhythm part or a solo or whatever. I mean,
But outside of anybody else, like you go from 0 to 60 in like 1, 2, 3, 4, and I am in awe of your ability
I
to do
appreciate that. Now, sometimes you just got to
that.
get
Like
it.
Hawk, you've seen him do it like on a
We do it
regular
every
basis.
we do it every gig.
Yeah, how the hell does he do that?
Is that it's really who's around you and what's going on. It has to all be happening.
And when you're in the zone, obviously it's different. But one thing I remember that my dad always said, it's like when you're playing, get mad. And I would get mad, and I would just bend things.
Well,
that's your
and you just get mad.
Me, it takes time to warm up. You're at 100 miles an hour from the get go, and I've learned from you how to do that.
Appreciate that.
And you are the king of that.
So maybe
as far as I'm concerned.
maybe you should start stubbing your toe before you go on stage. And
Well,
then
if all I need to do is get mad, I just talk to me for a minute
sure.
before we start.
No, just get mad. Just imagine
about some
imagine
drummer
the worst
stuff.
thing you could think of, and just get mad.
So that's bringing the intensity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true, because when we could all be just standing around, and as soon as the count goes down, we're on it. And he's like,
Yeah, he's at
he's
he
up-
goes from 0 to 60.
but that's true about all musicians. When you're off stage with different people, when you're on stage, you're just another place and another
Another
time,
level
another
of
place,
reality,
another
no
level.
question.
I mean, the truth is there's always a trigger, and when people was looking at something on Facebook recently. It's how do you handle stage fright? And have you ever experienced stage fright?
I have.
Okay, I personally have never, because I don't give a shit.
I was a kid.
Okay, it's true. It's the truth. I go and and I don't. You're the same way. When you're on, you're on. Doesn't matter. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. And plus, he's not singing. I'm singing. We weave well together, and we both have a way of bring each other out. You say it's just him. It's the whole band, and it's always the whole band. But he has a knack. Stevie's got a knack for what?
Knick-knack.
A knack, a
knick-knack.
command of, bringing the band along with him.
A Star
it's
Wars
important.
tchotchke.
Give a dog a bone.
So it's just it's very, very different. Let me tell you something else.
That's one thing I like about Steve and
Thomas.
Thomas.
They understand dynamics.
Well, that and we can fluidly move
Right.
to different feels or grooves or whatever.
Which we do.
And everybody's on the same page. If I just do a look and do a lick,
They're on it. The
They're
whole
on
band's
it.
on it. That's
Yeah.
my point.
So you're talking about
Everybody's on it.
Aton and
Thomas Aiton and Steve
Strickland.
Strickland.
Strickland. Yeah. Great
Plus,
players, both.
plus bringing dynamics. Sometimes he'll bring it down to the bottom. Sometimes I'll bring it down to the bottom. We both have you have a feel of when not to, and
it goes to the
sometimes we go a little crazy, a little nuts.
And that's where it should be.
Well, you know what? Also, when you're playing, it's different when you're playing original material too. So, like his song "Turkey" that he wrote. It's like listen, yes, in blues and the music we all do, there's always something similar that lends itself to it. But we make it our own. You could play with another band; it's not the same thing. But we make it our own. So when you're playing original stuff, there's a lot more emotion involved. And freedom. A lot of the stuff. We play a lot. He plays a lot of it the same way, but sometimes. We do a rumba, he's off doing something completely different. Or and it was like, wow, it's fucking great. It was, and it happens. We look at each other. Sometimes you're done, and we look at each other like, what was that? Because it was all
Spontaneous.
interweaving
Because
and
it was great.
intertwining. Yeah, that's
part of
that's the deal of the Invaders.
Well, that's one of the things about the blues is that and you guys are at the apex of that sort of thing.
We're on.
very nice. We're good. Right in the middle.
Well, I think it's something Devin had just, I don't know if you heard what he said was, you, like a sound guy, you got to listen. And I think that's in key.
I hate that shit when sound guys are just like, use your ears. Okay. That's great advice. Thanks.
But you're paying attention.
Yeah,
right?
you have
That's
to pay
it. Yeah.
attention, sure.
Right.
Well, that
You're feeling-
shows you how to identify the
Steve.
problem. It doesn't show you how to
That's the
fix
whole
it.
Yeah.
point
That's
of it.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You have
If it
to
sucks, you need to.
adjust.
That's the first thing, and you'd be surprised. So many people can't identify that it's not okay.
Well, I rant about it because it's actually valid, true advice, but to somebody learning, it doesn't mean anything. So it's like you gotta explain what that means.
You got to listen.
Well, what that means is
listen and play less.
what that means is the lessons you learn as a sound man when you're panicking and you're sure everyone's going to kill you are the ones that stick. So start turning those knobs and fuck it up and get shot, or don't fuck it up and everybody likes you. That's how you learn.
He got shot because that's why he's got a hole in that hoodie.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I was looking carefully. There is not an associated scar on his abdomen with that hoodie. He's got a hoodie hole. Is that different from a glory hole, a hoodie hole?
Oh boy.
Oh my!
Here we go.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Excuse me. What's a glory hole?
Yeah, I'm sure you have no idea.
Just fishing.
Ask ChatGPT.
Yeah, there you go.
By the way, he was wearing the same
Hey,
shirt
Siri.
as he did last week. Same.
He is.
Looks
But
exactly
he's
the
not. He's
same
off
clothes,
The
camera.
audience wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
But I can tell you this: every single time that I have seen him over the last 18 months, he is wearing that T-shirt.
Oh really?
And no, that hoodie. It's no
He's
wonder
never left. He's never left the studio.
It's no wonder he has hoodie holes all over.
Thank God he washes it because it's not really
Well,
anything.
I'm not sure that he does.
Do we know?
because-
We're not
Hey,
sure.
I
No, you
just
can be
watched
able
it
to know.
today.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say 2 days ago.
This day in history.
This day in history, the hoodie hole was actually washed.
Actually, what happened was my mom was gonna fix it for me because one of my cousins is getting into sewing and all that kind of stuff, and I was gonna give it to her to fix it, but then I was going to a show, and this is almost like people kind of know me for wearing this. So I was like, I got to wear the thing, and it's not fixed yet. So I just took it, and I haven't given it back for her to fix
Yeah,
it
that's
yet.
how it always
How do
goes.
people get into sewing?
They can't afford to buy something new.
She's getting
Or
into
they're
sewing.
just
I don't
old
know.
school. It's actually
Like, how do you
it's,
get into sewing?
it's
I never
actually
did.
quite a cool hobby if you're into that sort of thing. I don't sew it myself, but I know a
What
lot
I
of
need to
people.
like.
I know
I
a lot
could
of people
say-
who are like totally into it.
Do I have to
Two
buy a thimble?
answers- The two
Yes.
answers in this
You have to
case
buy a thimble.
are
And symbols.
she's 13 and a female. So those two things probably help the fact that
So
she's
she
into sewing.
needs something to do with her impending sexual energy.
Or she's sewing like Hello Kitty backpacks.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a song to review.
Sewing is the perfect thing to do with impending sexual energy because you're taking a stick and you're shoving it through. Sorry.
Wow.
I'm not sure that was okay.
Where the hell you going, bro?
I'm
Where
talking
you going
about.
with that?
So you said we're reviewing a song?
I think that we should go to the song review thing.
Okay.
Now that I've stepped in a big pile of poop and got it all the way up to my face.
Like right here, though.
Yeah, it's a little bit on here. Sorry.
Would you like to introduce the song?
No, because I don't even remember what it. Oh yes, no, I do. Okay, so this is how well we prepare.
And this segment is brought to
He's
you by
just
New
nervous now
Revo.
because of his impending HR discussion after this.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a song about touching each other, and it is
sewing.
it is
Journey?
It is reviled by HR directors everywhere. No,
Loving, touching, squeezing.
yes, it's the theme song for being sued, just like Bill Cosby. No, this is so. We all know the Allman Brothers. We are all aware of the Allman Brothers, and the Allman Brothers living the life that they did. Many of them had children. And the oldest son of Greg Allman, his name is Michael, and you guys know Michael.
Yeah.
He lives over on the west coast of Florida. He's got a number of releases out, and this one is called A Mule Named Whiskey. So what we're going to do is we are going to review this song, not whether it's good or bad, but what we're going to do is we're going to decide, is it the riff that makes this a good song, or is it the rhythm that makes this a good song? And typically the way that I make that decision is after it's over, what is ringing in my head? What's the catchiest thing? So let's go ahead and
So
take
it's like
a look.
contest.
And I got to say, I have actually shared the stage with Michael Allman. I've had a chance to spend some time with this guy, and he is a spectacular human being. He really is a great performer, and I honestly don't think that this recording truly brings his full personality through, but still, it's a really good song.
Okay, so
Let me put my Mickey Mouse ears on.
Put your mouse ears on.
Okay.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
A bottle of whiskey and a $10 bill. Get the mule from your stall and head for the hill.
Oh, get the mule now.
I left town desperation on a sweaty mule's back. I thought I found a crossroad, it was a train track.
Kev, I'm good if you're filling it up.
I left town on a mule
Yeah,
named
thank you.
Whiskey. I left so fast, but you couldn't even kiss me.
Oh, kiss me.
I guess this time nobody's gonna miss me, so I'm leaving town on a mule named Whiskey. Ah, giddy up. I left town on a mule named Whiskey. I left town on a mule named Whiskey.
Come on.
I left town on a mule named Whiskey.
It's Johnny. It's Johnny.
This town, nobody's gonna miss me.
Oh, Midnight Johnny was on the scene.
That might have been on a Monday night. Was that on a Monday night?
Probably. But
Probably.
I'm just saying, it was Midnight Johnny.
He was in the band for a while, too.
Well, there you go. So I've got my notions about what makes that song drive. Hawk, what do you think? What is it about
Bass
that
player
song?
rhythm.
Is it?
Don't. That was it. The whole
Yeah,
song.
there you go. How about you, Steve?
Yeah, I would say rhythm.
Yeah, me too, for sure. Rhythm.
Rhythm.
Yeah, the bass definitely was the one. You know, you just get that thing. Now, so let me ask.
Even the drum part. I mean, there
Yeah.
was really no guitar part.
There
to-
wasn't.
was
There was
no
like the
riff.
riff was the only thing about the riff was the lyric.
Drums.
It was all
the
drums.
bass,
It was all
bass and
rhythm.
drums.
Yeah.
Bass. Don't.
So we've talked about this before. So even though the bass is part of the rhythm section, did the bass part have? Was that a? Would you consider that a riff part in there? No,
It was a rhythm.
they were
part.
just still like
rhythm.
boop boop
Rhythm.
boop.
Well, you
boop,
know
boop,
what?
boop.
He's
Yeah,
got
and
a
I would
point.
say even without the
No,
bass,
you do
the
have-
drums
so
had,
there's a
had
point.
enough.
It's riffy, but like
it's
Steve is
unique-
right.
It's a unique.
Yeah.
It's a more of a unique kind of
Yeah,
bass line.
yeah.
And it's not the rhythm.
Coltrane,
It's not the instrument itself. It's the overall vibe. So like it's it could be the singer that makes the rhythm. It could be the bass player that makes the rhythm. It could be the drummer that makes the rhythm. But this song for sure, it's about the rhythm.
That's fair. Yeah, Devin.
Rhythm,
Okay, all right.
1000%.
Second.
Even the
second line,
lyrics are just like right on the
Yeah,
one, two. I left town on a mule named Whiskey. It's like all the vocals are right on the one. It's the drums that drive that whole thing.
Right.
I think that mule is probably an ass.
Especially,
But
they must have named it whiskey for a reason.
Or it was dry joke.
yeah.
Yes, no, maybe.
Place for dry jokes.
All right, so Michael Allman, the oldest of Greg Allman, and I can tell you, he sat in with me at Bike Week, and when he sings Allman Brothers songs, he has his father's voice. It's fucking spooky, like
Say who?
a hair raised kind of spooky.
Actually, good segue. Like Muddy Waters, son Mud Morgenfeld. We opened up for them once up at Sebastian Beach Inn. Remember that?
Oh,
And we walked.
that does-
Yeah, I
that-
walked in.
Does that
yeah.
even still exist? The
I
Sebastian
don't, I
Music?
don't think so, but it was the spookiest. It was just like hearing Muddy sing. It was
Crazy.
really, really strange. Yeah, it was strange. You know, there's a lot of, you think about what I was saying is children that have followed their parents in music and have become as much of a success and sometimes even more so. Like
Certainly not because
like Luther
of
Allison,
nepotism.
Bernard Allison became a great player. Never as big as his dad, but
It's
who's
because of the
actually became
adventurous.
bigger?
It's because of the adventurous nature of the record labels. Hint, hint, sarcasm.
I'm so happy I'm wearing the headphones.
See, see, when Kevin says something inappropriate, and then everyone goes quiet. This happened last time. It happened this time. This is what I do. I just say some stupid shit, and everybody's like, "What?"
No, but I
Where's the
wasn't
record
hearing the
scratch
sound
sound
effects before, and now I'm like,
Yeah, it's way
Yeah,
better when you
yeah.
have the
he's
headphones.
adding to the show.
He
That's right.
actually
That's
is.
right,
That's why we
yes.
call him the ghost. We didn't give him this name, but he was
his
the
own
ghost on
thing.
the Ox before he got here, and he earns his name every episode.
Yes. And he gets his own applause.
You guys weren't wearing
See
the
how
headphones
long-
last week, and
see how
every
long
time
the
you said
applause-
something, it was like boo.
Oh man,
See how long the applause was too. I mean, he really extended it.
He
you know,
did,
because it was
yes.
about him. And it was-
That's so good.
Yes.
Yeah,
was that a standing applause? Standing ovation?
I don't know. I'm sitting.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, cool. All right, so we had an almond heir to the almond family song there.
Yeah, Michael Allman has,
Cool.
I mean, he's kind of the. He is his father's son. He's got the voice. If anyone if anyone wants to have Greg Allman sing on their song, Michael Allman can come and do it, and it's awesome. It's dead on.
Yeah, he looks a lot like him.
Genetics.
He looks like him. Yeah, genetics. Genetics don't lie.
Well, cool.
And plug for Michael. He's got a store called the Half Eaten Peach, and I think it's a record store, and he sells all kinds of weird stuff.
Where is this located? do you know?
It's located at the address where the Half Eaten Peach is. I think it's on the west coast of Florida.
Yeah.
I believe he lives in the Tampa area. I'm not
Newport
sure.
Richie.
Newport Richie, yeah,
think
that
that's
sounds
something.
right. But if you Google the Half-Eaten Peach, after AI is done eating the first half, it'll give you the second half.
That's peachy.
There you go. Oh, he's Googling it now.
Oh, there goes the train.
Yep.
Google was so last year.
Yeah, Google is
You
so.
got to
yeah.
chat GPT.
We just need to.
You got to chat.
Hey,
Newport.
chat bitch, find my shit. That's how you say it.
He's so nice with technology, isn't he? That's
Yeah.
why he'll be
You have
first.
to be nice.
That's the first.
Actually, you can do that. I had a friend, and you know Buddy Reed. He trained his Siri to say "Yes, Master" after every request. And I was like, "You totally rock." You got Siri to say "Yes, Master."
When the AI war starts, y'all are getting wiped out first.
Yeah, Kevin's up on the list.
I'm very.
I have
polite.
never requested AI to do anything for me.
So you don't
I
like.
don't like all the shit talking though. I don't think they're keeping record of that.
It's always listening.
It is always listening. And when AI takes over, the prime directive will be to make sure that Kevin McLoughlin and all of his progeny prosper. Again, I say something and it's silent after. What the hell?
No, I hear crickets.
Love the crickets.
That sound.
So you guys talked about original music. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, original music.
Original music.
Yeah.
Writing, where I write.
Yeah.
I actually, I don't know if I want this on or off. Sounds better on. I'd say we have about 30, that we do all the time, maybe 20 or 25, but there's probably 30 of them. And everybody seems to write about a certain genre, like not genre, but a subject. Do you ever notice, like, blues musicians, one might write songs about cars, and, it's always about women. So that's seems to be where
The most succinct,
write.
the most succinct analysis of blues music I ever heard was on a meme, believe it or not, and it was like intro, complaining, guitar solo, complaining, outro.
Yeah, it's about ex-wives, that song.
Yeah. But when you break it down, if you want to connect with someone, everybody wants to feel as though they're not alone in their misery.
Or write about it to release the misery. That's the way I look at it.
And that's the connection.
Yeah, that's the connection. You know, a song that I wrote called "Cold, So Cold." You know, it's hey, sweet baby, I love you. Has anyone told you so? I must have held you way too tight. You got cold, so cold. To me, that was a specific relationship, and just held on a little too tight, got a little too connected, and it's not the right way to do it all the time. So, then there's the one about Daytime Dancer. You'll have to look it up to hear that one.
That was when you went to the strip club during the day?
That was actually here we go. I walked right into
That
it.
was the old landing.
Those
strip,
day
right?
shift
Yes,
girls, they
that
don't
was-
bathe as often.
That was written on a napkin at the landing strip.
Was it dry when you wrote on
It
there?
was written on a napkin,
Oh,
a bar
goodness
napkin.
me.
Seriously.
Gloria earmuffs on this.
No, it's clean. But you'll have to, if you want to hear the song, you'll have to come see us.
Okay, there.
You
That's the
wrote
best thing.
you wrote these lyrics on a napkin procured while you were in a strip club next to the airport.
Yeah, pretty
I'm surprised
much.
they can even afford napkins.
Well, they go through a lot of napkins at strip clubs.
Yeah, they do actually.
A lot of
Yes,
napkins.
yes. The napkin industry is propped up by the strip
You know, they
club.
throw them up in the air.
yeah.
They do that. Yeah,
There's
they do a
napkins
lot of that.
everywhere.
Everywhere.
Make it rain.
Everywhere. You
They
don't
make it rain,
Yeah.
and at the end of the night, they rub them around on the ground with a stick to clean the floor.
And if they're not in a nice, neat pile on the bar, you do not want to touch them
Display only.
for display only. Yeah.
So the original music though is
A lot of whatever.
okay. So that
It's all
will be-
about the pile of napkins you don't want to touch. You wrote a song about napkins you shouldn't touch.
No, but I can write one pretty much.
I think you should.
Pretty instantly.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
One was Some Kind of Woman. Another one was Give It Up. I tried my best with you to have some fun.
You see
All
a
you
theme
did
there.
was out and steal my gun. Damn if I'm going to wait around to see if you're going to take that gun and shoot at me. That's one of the lines from a song, Hand to God, True Story. So,
Sounds like your deep philosophical
oh yeah, very philosophical.
parallelograms of philosophy.
But they work, you know.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
People like them, they get requests.
So we're gonna have an opportunity to put their songs up for review.
Oh, do you have your songs released and put on YouTube?
They're on Alexa, they're on Siri. Don't ask Siri. Don't call Siri by Alexa. That's very dangerous,
Yeah.
by the way.
You get in
for
trouble.
Stories. Trouble about that. But I'm on. You can just say Alexa,
Why
play
don't
some.
you have that bitch Alexa tell you what time it is?
You can just go play some Hurricane Hawk and the Invaders, and there's about 15, 20 songs up there.
We did get that information from you, and what we would encourage you to do is to get onto your favorite streaming platform and say, "Listen, robot bitch, play Hawk and the Invaders, Hurricane Hawk and the Invaders," and your response will be
You will hear stuff.
certainly good.
You'll hear stuff.
And insert your current robot bitch's name into this spot where I said robot bitch.
Okay.
And I say robot bitch in a very complimentary form. Like I would like a robot bitch to bring me coffee in the morning. I would like a robot bitch to like help me with my emails.
You know, boy, there's something wrong. If I had a really great robot bitch, I wouldn't be doing those things. Sorry.
No, I prefer the feeling of flesh over metal.
All right. Sir, is there anybody you want to shout out in the community here about your MVP of the week? there anybody who's helped you out? Like we talked a little bit about it last week, like bailing out stories. You got somebody you want to kind of recognize in the community there, in the music community here,
Well, our friend Joe Antonelli from Vero Beach, he helped us out. We had a gig up in Sebastian last week. Our drummer couldn't make it.
He did a great job too.
Cool.
And he did a great job.
Joe Zepp, you need a drum up at the north end of town in Vero Beach.
yeah.
Look up Joe Antonelli.
I can tell you from personal experience, he's a good.
It's a
he's
good
Oh,
guy.
he's a great guy,
great guy.
And as much as he bitched, it was still less than Lashavo, so it was great.
That's easy.
You went there, and I was going to ask us, what Mike
That's
didn't
not
show
a
up.
bar.
That's mean, but I love
No,
both
it's
of
not
those
mean.
guys.
We love them both, actually. But
I do love them.
Yeah,
Great.
and let's just address the 500-pound gorilla in the room.
drummers.
One of
Wow.
everyone's
Is that a fat-
favorite
is that a fat
blues
joke?
and jazz and rock drummers is Mr. Mike Lashavo. And
100%.
no one
100%,
is more of a proponent of giving Mr. Mike Lashavo a hard time than me. And
Well, I'll take you up on that.
he often asks me, like, why do people treat me this way? And I tell him, it's because you're an asshole.
Because he opens his mouth.
And
But
I mean,
you gotta
really.
love him though. But you know what? The truth is, a lot of things he says.
Oh,
might
they're
be an asshole.
completely
They're
true.
completely true.
completely
There's
true.
just no filter. Absolutely no filter
yeah,
whatsoever.
but all right.
No,
And he's
honestly,
right.
that's
He's
important.
right.
That's important. It's not that it's not true. It's just that I don't want to fucking hear it. I know it's not. I know it's there. I just don't need to fucking be reminded.
Yeah,
about
but
it.
there's something called presentation. And
Well,
if you present your facts in an incredibly irritating way, as Mike Lashavo does, they're not going to be well received. But if you present your facts in a way that is coercive and realistic, then possibly someone will listen to you.
Right, but then you'll get a lesser drummer.
No, I'm not talking about drummers. I'm just talking about dealing with human beings.
Yeah, you
this,
know what? Now
whiplash?
you're bringing my 4 divorces into the picture again. Now stop
talking-
it. I don't want to hear it anymore.
But let me be
okay?
clear. There is
The
no.
same thing. Everyone, right?
I have to be clear.
Number 5's coming up soon.
Yeah. No, this one's great.
There is no one who
This one's the
will
winner.
consistently give
sure you said that
Mike
the first 4
Lashavo a
times?
hard time
No.
more so than me. But
I hope he
also-
sees it that way.
He does. I tell him every fucking day. But there is also the thing that I tell him, I'm like, listen, I get substitute drummers, and they can't do what you do. They can't do it. And I hire people, and they call me and they say, I can't play that song I found you. I can't do it. And that's Mike's thing. And so I tell him, and he's great, but it doesn't give him a license to be inappropriate.
You know what, though? The guy knows every part for almost every damn song.
He plays songs with me that
That's
I never even
unbelievable.
imagined he could ever heard of
And,
before.
and he plays all,
And he
as a
does them
drummer.
spot on with
Plays
no rehearsal.
all the parts. Like
He's
it's not just a lot of drummers sitting. Drummers just sit and just keep.
when we
Last
right on,
Saturday,
knows
I sprung
every
a
part.
song on him that I was completely convinced he never heard before. And I'm like, I'm not going to do it. I just want to let you know we're going to do it. And he's like, I'm ready. And then we played it later on the night, and he was more on than I was.
Slammed it, right? Yeah.
He fucking
It's great.
You know what you
nailed
should
it.
tell him?
And I tell you, and he's got a huge heart.
I did.
He's a
I
good
did tell
guy.
him. Yeah.
No, I said,
He's a
you know
great
what you
guy.
should tell him? If he wants to be an asshole and speak inappropriately without any flack or any pushback, just start a podcast. It's easy.
Yeah. Well, there's the
can't
other
even
thing
get him on
too.
this
Is
one.
he's just
Yeah.
plain fucking old, and he'll play
move to something
he'll
else.
play a song, and he'll do a great beat, and because he's like 122, he'll stop playing the super cool groove that he does, and he'll just go like bing back, because he gets tired. You better start working out, Mr. Lashavo, or I'm going to replace your dumbass.
Actually, that's inaccurate. He's not dumb at all.
Well, I call him that.
He's on the brilliance.
He'll
side.
be dumb if he doesn't work out to keep up with me.
I'm still
He's
pissed
great.
at him about that Vero Beach
oh
gig.
What?
The blues blast.
when he put his thing. I tripped over his snare case and I ate shit off the stage at that gig.
The
Remember
day
that?
that you replaced him with your benevolence,
Yes.
and he gave you a hard time anyway with his
No,
his
no,
inappropriate placement of cases.
yes.
That was his
I
fault.
blame
You
him.
see that, Mike? Even the people that make up for your lateness are a victim of your dumbassery. Yeah. But we love you. I love you, man. I fucking love you. I'm telling you all this to help you be a better human.
More human than human.
More human than drummer.
And this has been an ad for Kevin McLoughlin Life Coach Services.
Yeah. No, like Mike and I have a thing, and I constantly give him crap because he so deserves it.
I have to ask a question. So, does he have these
He's running it.
sounds at
Yeah,
the
it's on-
ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is just like
He's
got
got
different-
buttons
he's got
over there. He
different-
presses.
What else you got there? Let's hear him. Let's hear him. Let's review the sounds. Okay. I like that one. That's good.
Yeah.
Those are
Song
music.
intro.
That's not sound effects. Where's the sound effects?
That's
The
just
funny
some canned intro music.
do you have like an auga? Like something like that?
So, I actually,
He's trying to stump
I
you, Devin.
actually
We have a request. We have a request.
I actually
Put it
have
on a
two of
$20
these.
bill, Steve, and
Put
give
it in a tip
it
jar.
Explanations come. Here we
Yeah,
go.
requests. I actually have two of these mixers. The other one does have custom stuff programmed in. I haven't done that yet with this one.
Why don't you do it, Steve? Come on. Give him the sound effect.
Yeah, do it right now and I'll
It's
clip
like
it out.
auga.
Auga.
That's not good. That's not good.
That's the take. I'm taking it.
You've just fed into the AI machine your sound now. That's it.
So, as blues musicians in Florida, what should everyone know about the blues scene here in Florida?
Auga.
Yes. Besides that,
Gungala, gungala. No, it's really good actually. I mean, there's so many of our friends playing all over the state all the time. It's unbelievable.
You know what's interesting? I think the biggest thing about blues is that there's musicians that play every genre, but when they come and play with us instead of with us, they know the rules is blues, and virtually everybody is on it. It doesn't matter what genre they play, what they do, which is really cool because everything does stem back musically to the blues.
yeah.
I mean, you can take all the way back to, speaking of rhythms and riffs, even in this country, the blues really started going back to communication with tribal Africans that were here, communicating over hundreds of miles with drum beats. And that's how stupid the whites were, because that's how the Underground Railroad ran. Through those drum beats, and those syncopations became the rhythms and the lines of the blues. That's really where it all started. That and railroad tracks, things like that, those sounds, but that's really the roots of it, And you could, if you took that and extrapolated and born into the 20s and 30s, 40s, 50s, every music, including hip hop, including just everything that came through the American path of music stems from the blues, because there's some of it in every genre of music. Country, of course, is old rock and roll was all blues. It was all of that stuff was all blues. Elvis Presley was a blues man. Johnny Cash was a blues man. These guys, Johnny Cash is. If you'd asked him back then, I'm a blues man. Didn't know country. It wasn't what he was doing. Same thing with Elvis, blues. And they all learned from all of the the old black blues players. Every one of them. So
Yeah, no doubt.
And that was like when we went to Memphis last year, just going through Sun Studio and just the tour. That to the point, it's almost a shame of that the history of blues. There's so many folks that gave that influences on whether it's Elvis or what songs we were hearing that they talked about. And Hound Dog, we know there's the original version of Hound Dog, things like that. It's just as a I mean, you know better than I do.
Well,
right? Yeah.
actually, there was periods of music that became an influence on the next period. Like as an example, all the vaudeville performers were all black blues performers. Bessie Smith, they were all that was that where that stemmed from.
Right.
And then, but when you go into like Elvis and before Elvis, there was a guy named Louis Jordan. Louis Jordan arguably was the most influential player out there. There wouldn't be really a 5-piece, maybe there would, but they were the first 5-piece blues band. When everybody, when all of the bands were traveling and touring, they were in a bus with 17, 20, 22 guys. Like Lionel Hampton was hot around the same time. In fact, there was an interesting story where Lionel Hampton and Louis Jordan were booked at a gig. Lionel Hampton was at the top of his game. They were double booked. It is a true story. I used to have a blues show, as you know. I used to have a radio show, the Hurricane Hawk Blues Hour. And as the story goes, it was interesting because they both got double booked and they flipped the coin. And Lionel Hampton had this big, huge 17-piece band. And he won the flip and apologized to Louis Jordan. He says, "Oh, we're going to go. We go on first." They split the gig, and they performed and played. And this was later documented on a radio show in Memphis. And Lionel Hampton tore the place apart. And Lionel Hampton's talking on the radio show. I don't remember exactly which radio show. And he goes up and he says, and his guy, Louis Jordan, come up there with his little bitty 5-piece band, and he was playing blues. And he was the first rapper. If you listen to his music, he was his first rapper. And he says, and he whooped our ass. He says, a 5-piece band just totally whooped our ass. And it was actually on radio, and couldn't say that stuff. Everything was live back then. And he says, you can't say that. And Lionel goes, I don't care. He just whooped our ass. And this is all well documented. And that slingshotted that 5-piece band, Louis Jordan. If you listen to the music, it was all blues and swing and jump and rap. And they were the first black blues band to play in white audiences in the South. So it's really, really interesting story. So different times and different features. People think, well, there's jazz. Jazz stemmed from blues because that period went into jazz. And look at the Allman Brothers, Coltrane.
Yeah, exactly.
That was all Coltrane, jazz guy. All that stuff, the Allman Brothers, it was, they held it out. And Greg, and Michael, also. And
it all goes back to the original blues musicians from
that's
the
the
United
answer.
States. And to be honest, the blues is one of the only uniquely American art forms.
Absolutely. That's very, very. Yeah.
Because the blues would have never happened if the entire history of what we got going on happened.
So I say that, and I'm quoted in my show that as musicians and as world musicians and worldly musicians and musicians around the world owe a deep debt of gratitude to the slaves that suffered here and that propagated the music, because it was really out of something that we can't even imagine, such intense hardship and pain and heartbreak, families being ripped apart, forced to work dusk to dawn. That's really, really weird.
Their method
where the blues,
of communication across the fields.
This is really where the blues started. Not just the communication, the tearing apart, and the soul and the pain that they suffered. That's why it's continued, So that's my kind of like my little bit of history about blues and what we really owe to the blues. I take it seriously, and as you know, 90%. I could play anything, but I'm a blues guy because I believe that that lineage is in all of us, and we need to pass it on and move it forward, and that's why I play blues.
And the first time I saw you perform was at the Blues Blast, right, back in April, and just your stage presence, taking it very serious and what you're doing. Now, I know you just talked about having a good time and playing and so forth, but you're putting on a performance and you're putting it out there to represent this history of music, maybe.
Actually, I really don't know what the fuck I'm doing when I'm up there, to be honest with you. But I hear what you said. I appreciate it. But really,
you take your.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't know what we do.
No, I get it. Yeah, but I guess right. So that I asked Kevin because when you were on the stage and maybe I think back to we talked last episode about the Blues Brothers, right?
Right.
And you were standing up on stage and you got your arms crossed, and I'm like, what? I didn't know. I didn't expect.
During Turkey.
And then I'm like, he goes, well, no, that's part of the Chicago blues kind of thing,
So
something
that's a
or
Turkey
whatever.
act.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's just one of the songs.
Okay. All right. But
worked.
I
it's
remember.
true.
I remembered it. It's like, what the fuck's he just standing there with his arms crossed? He's like, I'm not playing this song. No, I don't know. So no, that's right. The radio show though is talk a little bit about that. I know you just did, but a little bit more.
Many years ago, I guess it's been almost 20 years ago, and I'm still trying to find the box of CDs. I did 67 shows on WQCS. It was actually very on for a long time. From
Obviously.
It was all the way from. They say Cocoa Beach down to Boca. It was a 100,000 watt station, and it was great. It was time consuming because back then I'd record it and and then produce it and cut it, and I actually learned a lot. A lot of the stuff I'm telling you was 20. This is probably 18, 20 years ago. It wasn't internet.
I remember
as much,
that
but
show.
I did a lot of
That was
research.
my first exposure to you.
I really enjoyed it.
WQCS is the station affiliated
he
with.
exposed himself other times.
No,
No, not in that way.
So it was on. It was the college station.
Yeah, WQCS is the station affiliated with the Indian River, College in
right.
Fort Pierce.
Engine River.
Engine. Yeah, they make engines there.
I don't know what happened, but ran for a while. It was really great. Actually, I really enjoyed doing it.
I didn't even realize that's where I first knew you from.
Yeah.
Until today.
Interesting. Then we're gonna get dinged for that. You can't. That's,
We're gonna get dinged
that's
for
copyright.
that.
That's copyright.
It's copyright.
There was
Sorry.
a monetization.
It's a tiny world.
No, no, but you say that, you know what? That is, people ask me, what is the best song ever written? And I say that. That is the best song ever. And why is that the best song ever written? Because for 30 years, the only place that you could ever, more
than 30 years.
in perpetuity, the only place that you could ever hear that song is in that ride in Disney World in Florida.
Right.
Oh, really?
It never appeared anywhere else. It was never marketed. It was never anywhere.
I'm sure it's on YouTube.
But yet, it is the most horrifically invasive earworm ever invented. And from my perspective, that is the most successful song ever. Ever. Because despite everybody's interest in containing it, it has become the most iconic earworm. Like if anybody goes da 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 da, stop.
Yeah, no.
You already know the first two notes.
I think you should cover it on
Didn't
your
the
gigs.
Beatles sell albums of themselves snoring at one point?
Oh, stop.
Or was that just a joke?
I think that's a joke.
That would probably be insane.
And they did it orchestrally with an orchestra too. They redid.
Yeah, I think John Williams did the did the John snoring test sessions. Yeah.
Instead of get it back was actually supposed to be, turn over, so you can stop sleeping. And never mind. Okay, that was bad. Thank you. I'll be here all weekend.
He's a drummer. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the creative capabilities when you're a drummer.
Is this the portion where we shit on the drummer?
Yeah, well,
super.
the whole
You already did. You already got your little
this entire
shavo.
podcast is a forum for shitting on the drummer.
Oh man, no, that's no.
I just so you know, I prep every guest by saying, "Listen, what we do is we drink a lot and we make fun of drummers."
No, I know you do.
Easy targets.
Yeah, because I think I've been in front of you when you've actually told people that.
Yes,
so
yes, I make it. And
Yeah, but
They're an easy target because they're just sitting in
If
one
this
spot.
is your 90-something episode, I'm sure all the drummer jokes have been.
no,
Expounded.
there's no end to the necessity of new drummer jokes. So,
all right, so Stevie, let's hear it then. What's your
I
drummer
don't
joke?
think I have any new ones.
no, there's tell us.
But what do you got? Let's hear it.
I mean, I love the classics. What's the difference between a drummer? Wait, what is it?
And a piece of wood, nothing.
There's so many. I can't think of.
Now he's on the spot.
Oh, he's gonna Google it. Don't put your phone.
I
away.
can't.
Stop it.
No, I just got a text. It's work related.
Yeah, that's what
It's
they
work
all say.
related.
This little Chavo said, "I heard you talking about me."
Needs a guitar player.
Well done.
Poor Mike.
How to get the drummer off your porch, paying for the pizza, all that.
Yep. Yep.
Oh no, that's a good one.
It's not a good one.
What's the one you got about the two unleveled drum stage?
How do you know if the stage is leveled and the drool is
On both
on
sides.
both sides even? Yeah,
Yep.
those are the easy ones. Come on, Kevin, what do you got? What's a good one?
No, I'm just. Oh, I thought I lost my drink. How do you tell there's no harp player on stage?
How?
Everything's in tune.
Now everybody's getting it.
Wait. Drummer jokes.
Yes.
Wow, there's so many of them.
No,
What is this? What is the
I mean,
stripper?
they are a joke.
Oh, I can't
there's,
tell that
There's
one.
no setup necessary. Drummer, joke, synonymous.
Yeah, no, it's
No.
That's
I'm not sure if there's any
No setup.
explanation.
There's a lot of setup.
Yeah, we have a lot of setup.
A lot of setup for the drummer.
That's right.
Well, yeah. What do
New
you
joke.
Call, what do you call a person who hangs out with musicians? A drummer.
They're all joined. What do you throw a drowning guitar player?
Drummer.
His amp.
That's funny.
I got to play too.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I just thought of something. What's the difference between a drummer and a musician? Oh, no. How do you separate a drummer from musicians? Hand him a guitar. Oh, that's bad. Sorry. I tried.
All the jokes about the most important person in the band, because if you don't have a good drummer, you ain't got shit. That's fact.
That's true. That's
So-
true. The drummers do need to be decent.
They don't need to be good. That's what you're saying.
No, they
Just
have to.
just okay.
They didn't say they had to be good.
Hey, let's do lead singer. How do you know a lead singer's at your front door?
They'll tell you.
Can't find the key. Don't know when to come in.
Man, that's a good one. How many leads? How does a lead singer change a light bulb?
They just stand there because the whole world revolves around them.
There you go. How many guitar players does it take to change a light bulb? Oh, come on now. You know the answer to this. How many guitar players does it take to change a light bulb?
No. The one that I heard is different. Is how many guitar players does it take to play the Pride and Joy solo? Apparently, all of them.
Oh no. None of them can do it right. Except,
No, but that's
but how many guitar players does it take to change a light
Go
bulb?
ahead, we give in.
It's 5. 1 to do it, and 4 to say, "Oh, I could have done that faster."
Oh,
Oh, what's the
We are a
difference?
finicky
Oh, here's
bunch.
another. Here's my. I always say this because what's the difference between a bass player and a large pizza?
a large pizza can feed a family of 4.
Yes, they can. And what's the difference between a trombone player and a frog?
The frog is probably on his way to a gig.
That's all jokes. Everyone.
Come on, you're just throwing me softballs here.
I'm trying to make it look good.
Yeah, sorry, a lot of old timey jokes.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Do you have any? I told you my one sound guy joke that I have. Do you have any good ones of that?
What was your one sound guy joke? I forget.
My one sound guy joke that I have is how many sound guys does it take to change a light bulb?
How many?
None. They don't do lights.
That's good. I like that.
Good, I
one.
like that. I'll use that.
Do I have any sound guy jokes? Man, I could call my buddy, but I don't think I have any. Except for like really bad experiences, which I'm not permitted to tell
No, it's
on
okay.
camera.
Go ahead.
No. It's not a camera.
This is a
or
safe
anything.
space.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll tell you off camera because it's funny as fuck. But
There's a lot of funny sound man stories. Yeah.
Soundmen deserve.
And then soundman is really.
Soundmen deserve a lot of humor.
I was hoping Kevin would have one of those because you did sound.
Yes, and
No, dude, and
somehow
actually, he-
all the guys are
soundman
look.
jokes
There's
are
so many
not
great
coming to
guys,
my
but
mind.
everybody has their dude. As great as Jonathan is, one of the like times I had inner ear like pain was on him. You know, it's just sometimes it happens, but there's so many good, like Yo Bob. Everybody knows Yo Bob. There you go. One of the greatest ever. You know, Jonathan does great. There's so many guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so many good. There's good ones. A lot of good ones out there.
Notice I don't want to talk shit about sound guys because they make you sound like
Tim Carpenter's
make
good,
you-
by the way.
right.
He's a good sound guy.
Tim's
No,
great.
here's the
really
thing
good.
with sound guys. Having been one, we can't make you any better. We can only make you louder.
No, but you can make us worse.
Yeah, by
You can
making
easily
you
make
louder.
worse, yeah, by not doing your job.
Right.
I mean, literally, like one of my favorite things is like somebody came up to me and asked. I was doing sound. I owned I owned a sound company and had a great PA, and it was awesome. And somebody came up to me and they were like, I think it was like maybe a mother or a girlfriend, and they're like, they have never sound like that. Why does it sound so bad? And I said to them, well, because my PA is accurate. I mean, like, you know, it's a two-edged sword, having an accurate PA system and doing a great job, and then like
yeah, but you
revealing
can also, if it,
awfulness.
accurate, you can also, if you don't know what you're doing, you can just make it sound worse, which happens a lot of times.
And you could lower people that are not playing well to where they're just over the mix.
There's a guy. Okay, so I do
Yeah.
sound at a church, and there's one guy who, during like the praise section, I don't know what his deal is. He can't. So he'll like raise the mic, like talking to me, like as if he wants it on, and I'm just like, it's off on purpose. it's by design.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, can I rant about one tiny thing about this
Yes, do.
sound gig?
Dude.
Okay. This guy, I'm not going to name who it is, but this guy constantly complains about not being able to hear this or that, or asking me to turn up this or that. And I'm like, bro, use the monitors. He won't use the monitors. We set up wireless
Like
in-ears
ear
for him.
monitors?
Yeah, we set up wireless in-ear systems for the whole band, and the guy with the most to say won't use them.
Yeah, he's old school.
And I keep telling him, we set these up for you.
Yeah, but they suck. I hate those things.
In ears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have wedges or anything. We don't even have space to put anything on stage for them, so they have to use them, or they need to shut up and stop telling me what to do.
Don't have a band if you don't have space for wedges. Yeah, it's like-
And that's pretty much how it goes.
no, it's how everything's going. It sucks. So you mentioned I was playing with Melinda. Are you doing the pirate thing with Melinda?
I'm trying to focus. So I've been drinking.
So we had played at that casino down south for years, and after COVID, it was
Like
like,
the
well,
Guitar
no more.
Hotel.
No, the one on
Coconut Creek.
Coconut Creek. So after COVID, it became no amps on stage. So
Yeah, remember this.
so no amps. So you just had monitors on stage. And then after whatever happened, something happened this last few months. They go, oh no more monitors. Everybody's got to wear in-ears. Luckily, it was our last gig there because she was moving, but it was the worst. And same thing, I bought like $20 earbuds, shitty earbuds from Amazon, and it sounded like hell. And the guy didn't know how to do it, and it's like I don't ever want to do
Sounded
this.
like $20 earbuds.
Well, but still,
I mean, that's
That's
if
what
I
I'm saying.
spent $100 on them, I would have had the same.
Well, here's the
experience.
thing.
We
about-
provided good
yeah.
in-ear
No.
system.
Let
and
me
they still
tell
won't
you,
use it.
like I refuse to admit to the fact that I have done some professional shit. But let me tell you, in the 90s, I worked with your favorite artist in the 90s. Every one of them. So here's the
Pointing
thing.
at you?
No, I'm pointing at the camera.
Sorry, I was. Just,
So
I saw her, and I'm like,
here's
oh,
the thing. When you have a speaker on the
Viewers.
ground and you're doing monitors, like there's a sound on stage.
oh yeah.
And the monitors have a minor influence on that. They're just kind of, enhancing what you would normally hear. But when you have in-ears and the stage is silent, the monitor engineer has 100% control of what you hear. And if that monitor engineer is not top-notch, your show is going to suck.
Yeah. It's just too many variables.
So, like,
Makes it more complicated. Instead of less complicated.
it's front of house engineers like it because it just makes it easier to do front of house. But I'm telling you, all of you front of house engineers, like, take your dresses off, put some pants on, and deal with the fact that bands make sound. I'm not pointing at you. I'm pointing at the camera. And you all know who you are. Like just
I feel
deal
targeted right now.
Just deal with the fact that bands make
You
sound.
can say purple hoodie.
I would prefer if we had actual on-stage monitors, to be clear.
Yes.
But we don't have the space for them, nor do they want to set them up.
But here's the
QS
thing:
listen,
the
so-
person that needs the in-ear monitors the most is the singer, and his jaw is opening up, and it's thrusting those in-ear monitors out, and they're laying all over his shoulders, and
didn't know
nobody
they
can
would be
hear shit
thrusting.
anyway.
Some of QSC,
So it's not a good idea.
They'll be fine. That's all I need. QSC,
So
CTA.
all of you front of house engineers need you to take your dresses off and put some pants on and deal with the fact that bands actually make sound. And you can't control every nanosecond of the sound. That's the beauty of live music.
But they do control the monitor mix, which is important.
Yes, and it's 1,000 times easier to create a monitor mix in the real world as opposed to inside of your
Yes.
actual head.
Agreed.
Right.
Absolutely.
My gripe is that this guy was begging for monitors, that we set them up and he won't use them.
No.
He must have been-
And then keeps telling me, oh, turn up the drums, turn up my guitar. I'm like, dude, you're drowning out everything else if I do that. I can't do that.
Yeah, well, welcome to doing monitors for singers.
He's both
101.
lead guitar and singer, so
Yeah, worst case scenario in both sections.
This wasn't Kevin, was it?
no.
Okay, just checking. You said lead guitar and
I have never seen him play at a church, so I don't know.
I make it a practice to not share what I've done in my past life, but I've worked with a couple of people, and what you're talking about is par for the course when it comes to
You might know the guy. I'll tell you about him later.
artists. No, it doesn't matter who it is. It's just like people who are there. When you're in the heat of battle, your ears work different. It's just a performance thing. Like when people construct a stage, they construct a stage to amazing resilience, and then a bunch of little girly men who play punk rock just smash it into pieces. It's because human beings are able to do things with the power of music that could never happen otherwise.
And here's the thing: I am not a performer, so I 100% sympathize and understand like what they're going through. But when all he's telling me is turn this up, that's not constructive. That doesn't help me in any way. It's like I can't do that if it's going to ruin everything else.
Just make it sound good.
Experience.
Yeah.
Just listen.
Well, yeah. Most
Do
musicians.
you have a stage mix in your head? Do you actually do you have a stage mix in your monitor?
Honestly, I would like to hear.
If you don't have a stage mix in your monitor,
Yeah.
Well, the
you
mix
don't
is
really
the-
know what's going on. I mean, you don't know what they're really hearing. So,
Yeah.
so you got to. There's a button for stage mix and a button for front mix.
Yeah.
You know? So you got to.
Well,
You really
I
need
technically
to,
have 3 different mixes going because I have one that's for the room, one on stage, and one for a live stream.
Okay.
So one of the things I like to talk about, and the this whole podcast deals with regularly, is the cool climate among musicians on the Treasure Coast.
cool climate.
We've got a great music scene here.
You're absolutely
yeah,
right.
we do.
No, we were very lucky.
There's a lot of great players. My gosh, like on the Treasure Coast, there's like, and people show up. Like, where'd this guy come from? Those guys are the jazz guys.
No, everything from old guys like us who've been around for 20 years, Todd Walker, guys like that, to new guys like Cedric and who've been around.
And actually,
a couple
Hawk,
years.
you're one of the best congregators of that sort of thing. So you've had a blues jam going on here and there, wherever, for like about 350,000 years.
Yeah, it seems that way.
No, it was great.
Always have fun. You know what? It's the environment, and you talk about bands and sound. We are so damn easygoing. We get on a stage with a sound guy. It's
And
like,
we're modest too.
like no, man, easygoing. We're like, get up and okay, we're ready. It's like, am I right though?
No, we had a lot of fun.
not-
We
not-
had
no
6
stress.
years of a different artist every week for 6 years. So guys like, besides our local favorites like Chris Duarte and the Nighthawks and like all these like bigger bands.
Yeah, Frank Bang and Terry.
Joe Da Silva, Terry Hank,
Johnny,
James Shore, whatever. But
Barbara Castillo.
Yeah, amazing players.
Yeah.
it was just so much fun. And one of the things that you're good at is, keeping the blues as a promotion, like keeping it going.
Keeping the blues alive.
Yeah. Whether it being part of the Alliance or the Jam Nights or whatever we do, it's always...
Yeah, few people on the Treasure Coast can say that they've done even half as much as Hawk. So thank you, man. You truly are an icon in the Florida blues music industry.
And I was doing it 15 years before.
There's no denying it.
That's right. Well, you're fucking old, man. What do you want?
I remember some of the old jams.
Yeah, when I was a baby, my
And
parents
late
took
night.
me to
Remember
see
late night? Charlie's.
your late night stuff.
Charlie's.
Yeah,
late
I
night.
started playing with you at the old Refuge before they even built out, and it was just the middle building. It was the old bank,
Right.
and they hadn't even had any of the other
We
sides
brought
yet.
in. We were the first. We were the I talked him into it. I talked Bill into putting live music
Sure, yeah,
in
we would
there.
have had to at that point.
And he says, all right, where are you going to set up? Well, there's a railing over there, and there's about 4 feet in between the railing. We could
Perfect
jam the
stage.
stage up there. And that's exactly what we did. And we were there Thursday nights again. We were there for like a year and a half. That was fun.
That was the only show I saw with DeStefano and Stratton and you, and probably you were there too.
Yeah.
It was at that location. That was amazing to me.
Well, if it was the Refuge with me, it would have been when they built the other side.
It was the Refuge.
Was it the other side or was it that middle room? 'Cause
It
remember
was the back room, the south side.
yeah, because they built that
that's
afterwards.
new. That was new.
That building was just that middle room.
It was just the middle room, and there was like a little rail. It
was crazy.
It's crazy.
I come.
Anywho, but when
I'm clearly far younger than you are.
Wait a minute. Now, you used to
Please.
come to jams at Charlie's.
Yep.
I mean, there's been time. You might have been in the part of the one where we had 7 guitar players on stage.
Actually-
Mike Rivera, you were there that night, I think. Mike
Actually,
Rivera,
one of the best,
Otis.
one of
God,
the
everybody was
one
there.
of the most memorable compliments I've ever had as a guitar player was from you, Hawk, on stage at where were we? We were at what's the biker bar in Port St.
Jam,
Lucie?
late night.
It was no, it
Shays.
was Shays.
Shays.
We were at Shays.
Yeah.
And you and I were like in the heat of the moment, and you just looked at me and you were like, most people don't know you can play blues, do they? You're actually a good blues player. And I think actually you were surprised that I could hang with you. But I took it as a compliment. And that was like about like 1,500 years ago.
I was
Dude,
with
Shays,
Ace, maybe.
man.
It had to be.
I haven't hung out there in
Yeah.
15
It
years.
had to be in the
That was
90s.
a long time ago.
Well, it wasn't that long ago, for God's sake. Jesus.
That was a fun
90s?
place. That was a seedy place. It's still there.
It is. It is
And she
still.
still owns the same owner.
Same owner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Graduated high school in the 90s.
You did? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, 95. I just actually, my 30th anniversary was just this past weekend, and I couldn't do it because we had a fucking gig.
Because you had a gig. You got
we
to
got
eat.
rain on.
You got to eat.
All right, quick. Who do you want to shout out there?
Who
Local.
is someone who has truly been an iconic influence on your musical career, Stevie?
Ooh, that's a tough one, actually.
On my musical career.
Yeah, fill us in on someone who has truly made a difference for you in the overall scheme of things.
There's a lot of people come to mind. My God.
Yeah, I mean, it's a ton of people. I mean, I guess I'll say my dad, because I watched him do this same exact job for my whole childhood.
Okay, yeah.
And that's epic because I know where your guitar comes from.
Yeah, and the first time I was ever on stage was at 15 playing with his band, you know, in the club night scene. So
And the iconic guitar he plays everywhere was your father's guitar, right?
originally, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, originally his best friends sold to my dad, and then we kind of fucked it up.
And then through the insane amount of playing, the original finish has been revealed.
You know what? I didn't even think of this till recently. But when I was a kid, and you know, they didn't have like specialty guitar polishes back then, really.
Pledge.
You know,
Pledge.
Lemon
It was Pledge and lemon oil.
dude, I used to pledge the shit out of that guitar, and because before I even started playing guitar, like my job, like mowing the lawn or taking the garbage out, one of my jobs was to change his strings every week, and I would change strings and I would clean the guitar and I would use lemon pledge, and I think that probably contributed to the amount of wear that we have now, just based on what I did afterwards. But I just thought of that recently, so I thought.
Well, it couldn't have been the actual usage that wore off the
No, that was some of it. I mean, the thing was played 5 nights a week in a smoky bar. It's not like
for how many decades?
on that one, really just about 10. Because
The white one?
yeah, well, as far as smoky,
Wow.
I mean,
10 decades.
10 decades is a long time. No, 10 years, 1 decade for him.
I did ask for decades, and you said 10.
And I said 10. That's right. I stand by it.
Yeah.
Rock on. So, Stevie's white guitar slowly became a secretly sunburst guitar.
Secretly sunburned.
Which is cool.
Secretly sunburst. That sounds like a great song. I'm secretly. As long as we don't make it a yacht rock song, it'll be good.
No, I was thinking more like a little shop of horrors kind of thing.
Oh, actually, way better. Way good. I can hear it now. I can hear it. It's awesome. Secretly sunburst.
Yeah.
Perfect.
The yellow came off and it was sunburst. And then wood underneath that. So.
Yeah. Organic revelation of finishes.
What do you got to talk? Anybody to?
I think, over the years, one of the things really left out in the music world is fans. Things that fans say to you, things that, that are real, important in the blues scene. So there's things, I have like pieces of things that people said to me, that influenced me or kept me going or pushed me. Because sometimes we've all been there, like, I'm done with this shit. All of us, I don't care who it is. And there was people that came at the right time and, pushed you in the right direction. One of those was Tommy DeQuattro. He was an incredible human being and a great player, he was a drummer. Of course, my friend Billy Burns. But actually, I was very close friends with John Cephas from Cephas and Wiggins. And he was very, very influential. He was a guitar player that was kind of like a Reverend Gary Davis player. John Cephas, he was a Wiggins. He was influential to me. Musically, playing wise, who I listened to. Actually, I never really was listening to one player. It was, but it was more like what people said. Billy Burns was, rest in peace, was really influential. He was, taught me a lot. Taught me a lot about. He taught me a lot about rhythm. Believe it or not, he was a great harp player, but I would say his, if you listen to some of his stuff, his rhythms and behind the guitar. Yeah, he was a great soloist, but his stuff behind the back work that no harp player does. He was the guy, So he was really influential. And fans, there's great fans out there that are really important. Vern Melvin. I'll give him a shout out because he's a personal hero anyway, what he did in his day work and life work. But these people that always kept me on that travel and all over the place, all over the freaking country to go to blues festivals and listen to music. And, he's one of them. Where are you? I'm in Arkansas. Where are you? I'm in Missouri. It's like, they're all, it's kind of left out in the music scene.
Lifers.
And actually,
Lifers.
Yeah, I did present it to the to blues.org, and I don't know what they did with it. They said they were going to actually implement it. I always thought they got all these blues awards, and from the Blues Foundation, I think they should have a Fan of the Year award.
They absolutely. They certainly.
So
should.
they said 2 years ago when I brought it up to them, he said they brought it up to the board, and I don't know. They said it made it through, but I don't know if they ever did anything with it.
I have seen some noise about that.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Yeah.
because they said about 2 years, 2 or 3 years. Oh, good.
That idea has not been ignored.
Oh, that's great.
I don't know if anything's going to happen,
but
but I know that your idea has not been ignored.
I think it would be great. I think people take that for granted. We play, and we're all talking about
without
music.
the fans.
Right.
I say this all the time on stage. If it wasn't for y'all, we would just be like a bunch of monkeys dancing on a hot tin pan, screaming in the dark. Like the fans are what make what we do actually heard.
even if there's 2 people in the audience.
Yeah.
And you guys are helping spread the word with this podcast. It's very appreciative.
It's great.
Sorry.
Aruga.
It just makes me-
Yeah, baby.
That's hilarious.
Aruga.
Yeah, we do.
No, thank you guys
Thanks
very much for
us.
having
Yeah.
us.
We
Really
really,
appreciate it.
So have we, Nick
it
Buck?
was fun. It was a pleasure.
What else do we need to do before we?
No, we're almost 2 hours.
No, we're not.
Yeah, say goodnight.
yeah.
I got
Yeah, we are. It's been flowing.
We need to come up with the segment where Paul actually says something worth listening to.
So I didn't say a whole lot tonight.
Did you just say
Well,
I didn't
you
say a
brought
whole lot
most of
tonight?
the alcohol, so
No,
That's
he
true.
did-
It's my fault.
I like he didn't say much at all.
I'm just letting say
play
something.
the tape back.
Maybe we should come up with a segment where like a guitar player actually does something worth listening to. That would be rare.
That would be rare.
That would be cool.
Hey, I'm just enjoying the conversations.
I
You
think
know,
we should do
I think this episode, Kevin, is again. I'm just a little bit more newer to the blues, right? And just again is learning a lot. That's why I
You've
was
just
asking.
heard of the blues?
I just last week actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
he's
yeah.
a drummer. Sorry.
quick,
He's green.
quick funny story about that.
Yeah.
When I met Tommy, Big Daddy, remember Rag Magazine?
I do.
Okay, had an ad in Rag Magazine. Looking for blues. You know
So
the
you
story.
were on the
Oh
rag.
my
So I
gosh,
said,
you were on the rag.
looking for somebody to play blues, blah, 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 whatever it is. And he calls me up and
You
he
were
goes,
on the rag
Yeah.
requesting for people to commiserate.
So he calls me up. He goes, I don't know if I know any blues, just like this. He says, but I'll come up and jam with you. So he came over the house. This was about, whatever, like 9 o'clock. And I look at his list. And I'm looking at the list. I go, blues, 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 blues. And all you guys think is rock. It's blues. He goes, really? In my head, this is how this whole thing with Tommy started. And I tore down. It was like a lot of stuff that he did was all
well, that was like-
half of it, maybe two-thirds of it was blues. So, when you're saying, if I look at lists and look at stuff you've done, is blues. There's a lot of blues in there.
Right.
We've had this discussion.
Right.
Look
If
at
you're
your
a fan of
list.
Zeppelin, you're a fan of
We've
blues.
had this.
Well, yeah, and
Blues
and,
is, yeah.
and the other show that I've done, is for mostly obviously a drum related show is like, yeah, and it could be done for any instrument or any musician is the lineage of, your metal drummer today was influenced if you follow back the chain back to, a blues reference or somebody from the 20s or what. And so, it's an interesting threading all that together and say, John Bonham, who is he influenced by? And then going back to the previous one and the previous one and so forth. So, yeah, I love the history part. And that's why when I made reference to the Sun Studio tour and it's like there's so much there.
You walk
Yeah,
through
that
there,
was
a
the one thing I
mojo in that
didn't do,
place.
man.
Yeah.
Right,
That's
you guys have been in there.
right.
Yeah.
No,
It's like a thing. You walk through the threshold
Vortex.
and it hits you like a ton of
dude,
bricks.
I've been there twice. Have not done it. The last time I stayed there, I was literally living at an Airbnb 2 blocks from there, and I still didn't go.
It was just heavy.
What
walking
the
through
fuck
there
is
is
wrong
heavy.
with
I had too much shit going on,
Let me tell you this.
and it was cold.
There,
Yeah, both times.
it's fucking
Oh,
cold there.
no.
But let me tell you this: there are locations on the earth that have a reputation. They're called a nexus. They're called a whatever. They're called a focus point of greatness. And when you walk into the recording room in that spot, it like you are like clapped in the face with the energy of everybody who has ever recorded there, and you can
I can
like
imagine.
me as a guitar player,
You could
like
feel it. You could.
not only could I feel it, but I could see their face. I could
smell it. It's everything,
I could
yeah.
smell
Yeah,
their
it's
body.
crazy.
I could the color of their drum was against me, like everything. It was so I don't know the word for it, but it was multi. I want to say multicultural, but it was multi-vibrational. And it was like I was getting hit with every crazy amount of vibrations from every recording artist that had ever been in there. And after hearing the story of how
So they probably haven't
Elvis
sterilized that room in a while.
no, clearly they hadn't. No, but when I heard the story about how Elvis, like, anybody heard the story about Elvis? So Elvis was like this kid, like, 16, 17-year-old kid. And everybody was like, oh, Elvis. And everybody in the general population was all about Elvis, but nobody in the recording industry gave a crap about Elvis because he was just like some kid who thought he was cool. Right? We all know what that's like. So Elvis gets in there, and the thing that they show you about this main recording room is that it was the 50s. Yeah. So there was a single microphone. If you paid extra, there was two. Right. And so the way that they mixed was with proximity. The drums were way back there. Yeah. Right. And then and they showed you, like, this is where the bass player stood. This is the X for the guitar player. This is the X for the singer. And then and they play it up because it's Elvis. And so the singer was like closest to the microphone. And you just plain hear that. And you hear it. And then you realize it's a single microphone. It's unbelievable.
And they let you touch it.
Well, that's what she said. But what?
Yeah, but it's.
What I'm trying to say is, like, when you listen to the history, it's one thing. But when you're standing in the room where history was made, it is a head to toe, left to right vibrational experience. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely going next time.
You
I was pissed that I didn't go last time.
You should be even more pissed now because it's not cool. You cannot leave Memphis without going to Sun Studios.
No, the fact that I went twice and didn't go.
We actually tried to. We were there. Like, we tried to book it. We were really close.
You said you were trying to,
and they were trying to move things around. It would have been cool just to have a 4-hour block.
It's not that expensive.
No, it was really nice. Yeah. They were so nice, actually. They were really, really.
Well, what
really
they've done
cool.
is what they explained to me, because I told them, I'm like, listen, don't fuck with me. I'm a professional. Like, tell me the real thing. And they're like, here, this is what we've done. It's 2-track recording, but we've found a way. Like, we took the actual machine that they use in the 50s, and we've put it into it's got a digital output.
Splits everything, yeah.
So it's still 2-track recording. It's still the same console that Elvis and
but it's a live. But it's a live.
But
it's actually what you're trying to say is it's a live recording, and any band that's recorded live versus studio is day and night is different.
It reproduces that thing, but it captures it digitally. It's like the apex of that expectation.
Anyway, you guys did a great job. You guys did a great job with this.
Thank you.
No, you're awesome. We just sit here and make fun of people.
It's our guests that make us look good.
Yeah, right on. You guys are great.
Much. Appreciate you guys doing what you do.
How far are we into this
We're
episode?
done.
We just started.
We're done. I'm the oldest guy in the room, but I got probably the youngest kid.
Oh, well,
Here's take him to school in the morning.
Here's what we understand is that his wife is in another
daughter?
continent, and he's trying to tell us he wants to take his kid to school, but he's certainly he's looking at his phone.
Best year for me.
Telling me that he
my phone's
wants to
over.
actually go home. I'm like, I'm not quite
phone's
sure.
All right.
All right, well,
You
let's
gonna
let-
make it till tomorrow.
And now we got Stevie B, who is here. just making sure that musicians get everything that they need at the best deal possible, and then
Anytime.
like freaking walking out the door from the office, coming over here and doing this cool shit, and then
Dude,
Rockin'-
a third of a block. It was
just
great.
going ahead and making the most amazing blues guitar shit happen ever.
I appreciate it.
If I was gonna be considered a real blues guitar player, I would want to be.
Well, if you need any help, I'm always available. So just give me a buzz.
You can teach you drums too.
Copy Stevie B.
All right, let's do it. Thanks again for coming on.
No, we're not going to do it, but we're going to go ahead and close.
Yes,
we're going to close out this
we can do it.
episode.
Whatever the kids call it.
Stop
they say.
looking at me.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for coming on the show, guys.
Thank you,
Cheers.
guys. Cheers.
All right.
Cheers.
So here we go. I'm Paul.
Seem to be out of
And
bourbon.
I'm Kevin. This is the Riffs and Rhythms podcast.
Cheers.
Go ahead and like it.
Bye.